Hello, my name is Yana with Broken Spoon Bakes. Today I am going to show you 5 tips on how to develop your style in food photography. Tip number 1, embrace your props. Find the props that you love to use, whether it's in a thrift store or any type of commercial branded store, and use them often. I like to use mattified props because the type of porcelain that is matte, because it doesn't reflect as much on camera and it makes everything look more cohesive. It makes the food stand out better. But whatever you choose, I would use it often, and I would pepper it into your flat lays as much as you can so you have that cohesive style and it's brought upon by the props that you use. Tip number 2, find a light that works for you. Lighting is so important in food photography because it not only defines your style, it makes the shoot. So finding a reliable light that you use consistently is so instrumental to your photography. For me, I love 1x1s, and I have a 1x1 panel from Luxley that I use regularly. So for me, my style is a lot about compensating for the lack of light in my apartment, and it's a lot of being lively and really bright. But as I develop my style, I'd like to make it more moody, and for that means playing around with lights. And so I encourage you to try out different lights, play with what you think you don't just necessarily need to compensate for, but what you can embrace your style to be. Tip number 3, develop a shot list that you love. So if you love shooting zoom shots of your food, and if you feel like the food really shines when you're doing a specific type of focal length, I would stick to it. And I would make sure, they stay consistent as you keep shooting, and it really brings out your style a little bit more because you're shooting the same sort of close-up. So for me, my shot list varies, and that's my style. I like to use various range of shots for it, whether it be a wide shot, a medium shot, a wide of the flat lay overhead. But if you like to only shoot mediums of close-up or close-ups of food, make that your style and embrace it. If you like only to do overheads, then only do overheads and really develop and harness that look for your own food photography. Tip number 4, develop your own preset that really embraces what your style is. So post-production on photos are so important in this process. Something like Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop are integral to the process. And I would just play around and see what your style could be. I would mess around with everything from the exposure, the saturation, the color temperatures. Play around, make it a preset, and stick to it. It will make your style pop, and it will do wonders for your food photography. And finally, tip number 5. So I don't know about you, but I scroll Instagram a lot in terms of food photography, and I am huge fans of other people's work. I highly recommend you study up and see what other food photographers are doing and implementing in their own grids, their own styles, and take notes. Don't be afraid to even copy some of the looks that you love and try to make it your own. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you have any questions, drop us a comment below. If you'd like to reach out, I'm at Broken Spoon Bakes or brokenspoonbakes.com. Thank you for watching.